Arkansas Style on KARK.
Forget about boring old casseroles and dry potato hash for your New Year's Day feast. Let's eat, drink, and be merry with a Bloody Mary and her brunch on top. My late Aunt Betty was the OG of entertaining. She made everything festive and bright, so today we'll remember her by making her simply irresistible Bloody Mary mix and dress up the drink with a side cart of treats. We also have one of our favorite guests with us with her favorite pickles here later to serve them up, things in style, but let's first start with the foundation of any good Bloody Mary, the mix. So, like I said, Aunt Betty, she's still alive with me today. She taught me everything I know about loving life and cooking and sharing the joy with others. So this mix actually is not too terribly complicated. It's very zesty and fresh. I think that's what I like about it the most. So it's just one container of tomato juice. So there you go. You got your daily vegetables right there, so you don't have to feel bad one bit about what you're about ready to drink. Aunt Betty then calls for a half a cup of beef broth. Somebody in studio is like, is that beef broth? I said, yeah, Aunt Betty put beef broth in there. What can I say? So we're going to do what Aunt Betty did, half a cup of beef broth. Oh my gosh, my mouth is already watering. I love Bloody Mary mix just by itself because it's so salty and zesty and fresh. And again, you do feel like you're eating healthy. Ha ha. Okay, 6 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. So we're gonna just eyeball that here. But the lime's in season right and like so juicy and big. Super happy with Kroger for hitting me up on the limes this year. I was not disappointed. But again, really fresh, really zesty, and obviously a very, very easy Bloody Mary mix to make. And if you're, not big into the vodka, no big deal. This still is a delicious drink by itself, but wait till you see what we're going to put to complement the Bloody Mary and to fill your belly on New Year's Day. All right, so 6 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. I think we'll do 1 more lime just for good measure and all that yummy citrus. Okay, next we are going to do 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. If you know anything about Worcestershire, you always want to make sure that you shake it up because all the goodness is on the bottom of the bottle. All right. Again, really salty and savory. I really love it. Speaking of salt, we're moving on to 3 teaspoons of salt. Aunt Betty liked to use a couple different salts, coarse and regular salt. I'm not sure really what the difference is. I feel like I'm getting best of both worlds with this Himalayan sea salt, so I think she'd be okay with me fudging it just a tiny bit there. All right, 1 teaspoon of celery salt. Oh, I love the fragrance of celery salt. 1 teaspoon of celery salt. All right, you got that? There it goes. And 1 teaspoon of dry dill. This is something I think you'll find different from most Bloody Mary mixes is the dry dill. Really, again, a really fresh, earthy vegetable type of a flavor. And it goes, and you are going to be so happy with this. We're going to do half a teaspoon of hot pepper sauce. I was going to use opera sauce. I just forgot, but I'm telling you, next time I make this opera, people, I want to use your hot pepper sauce because I think that'll just elevate this drink altogether. Okay, now this is the piece de resistance. It is 2 teaspoons of horseradish sauce. I can hardly say it again because my mouth is watering as I'm trying to make this. I'm going to have to use that one. All right, again, so fresh and delicious. 2 and 3. Oh, I wish you could smell this, but you can only imagine, right? I mean, what this fresh horseradish, this fresh lime, all this yummy tomato mix. Okay, let's mix it up. Aunt Betty, how we doing up there in heaven? I hope you're happy with our progress here. I know she is. I know she is. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. Hey, if you have a Bloody Mary mix that you want to share with me on my Facebook page, I'm happy to give it a shot. I'm happy to try it out on your behalf. but this one is just so zesty and fresh. Okay, the recipe is there up on your screen, and we're going to take a quick break, but we aren't finished just yet, not even close. I still get to have my favorite guest to come out to help me prepare our Bloody Mary. Stick around. You'll be so pleased. You will. We'll be right back with KARK and Arkansas Style.
In the 20th century with Bloody Marys.
All right, we're on camera, girl. You ready? Okay. Do you like Bloody Marys as a meal? Well, I love Aunt Betty's Bloody Mary mix. It's a treat by itself, but today we're making the mix second to the sides that go on top. Sarge's Pickles is the side that immediately came to mind as the perfect complement to our drink. So Sarita is here today with some garnishes to help us, and she's going to help put the perfect finishing touches on our Bloody Mary. Sarita, how you been?
Hey, girl, Happy New Year.
Oh my God, you're such good juju for me.
Yes.
You've never had a Bloody Mary?
I've never had one. Never.
I mean, this is not scripted. I just found this out literally 30 seconds ago. Well, I can't wait for you to try it.
Yes.
Bloody Marys are just this Bloody Mary mix, which I made.
Okay.
Vodka, which you brought, which we're trying to get open right now.
I brought the vodka.
And you brought the vodka. You're always going to get another invite with that. And then what we like to do is put a meal on top of the glass. So you're drinking your drink, and then you get to snack on some little treats in between. How's that sound?
Hey, now that's a drink. That's a drink. You get to eat and drink? Okay. I'm in.
All in one glass.
Okay.
So what I did last night was I made some grilled cheese, okay? Big fan of grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Yes, me.
Kind of get my drift here?
Yes, yes.
Tomato juice and your grilled cheese. My son taught me, instead of putting butter on grilled cheese, he tells me to put mayonnaise on there.
What?
And that's what gives it this golden color.
Okay, son. Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is mayonnaise that I basted the bread in. It's Hawaiian bread, so it's going to have a nice sweet effect.
Love it.
I used sharp cheddar cheese, and then instead of having like the bacon spears sticking out of the glass, I put the bacon in the grilled cheese.
Oh, come on here. We're about to eat.
We're not messing around here. I also made homemade meatballs.
Yes.
All right, so nothing too terribly special. I like to use chunks of bread crumbs instead of dried bread. Oh, Felicia, to the rescue. Look who's bringing us.
Vodka.
You got it open?
Yes.
Oh, you're so good.
Yes.
Thank you.
We got the vodka.
Okay, so back to the meatballs. I like to use chunks of breadcrumbs instead of the fine ground. That's just the only real difference I think that you would find in the meatballs. However, I did finish them in the bacon grease that was left over. I rolled them in there and stuff.
Come on, Chef.
Right?
Chef Nichole.
And then pickles always go in a Bloody Mary, and I put some lemon rind in with the pickles just to brighten up the flavor of the pickle. Nothing too exciting about that. But let's talk about what you brought.
Okay.
I mean, come on, Chef. Right back at you.
Yes. So we bought our pickled okra, and it's in the sweet with a little heat. And we bought our original sweet with a little heat pickles. And I bought the vodka. It's a party. I'm so excited about this. I met a family from Helena, Arkansas. So this vodka is made in Arkansas. So these is all things Arkansas.
Wow.
And it is made from sweet potatoes. And I thought that was just the coolest thing. They make their vodka from sweet potatoes. It's a family of brothers. It's a minority-owned business. Their distillery is downtown Helena. And you can go and take a tour of the distillery, and he'll show you how he makes vodka with sweet potatoes. And I just thought that was so cool. And I'm all about small businesses, and I'm all about Arkansas. So.
And you're all about giving back always, too.
Always.
I mean, really, you're so generous with your time and your talent. All right, you ready to get down and dirty with the Bloody Mary? Let's party.
Let's party.
All right, well, you start filling up those glasses with some vodka.
Okay.
Now, in our family, it's more vodka, less mix. Just saying.
Wait a minute, I gotta make it home.
Oh, you stay all afternoon, Hank.
There we go.
All right, perfect. That looks like a great drink. Love it.
Okay, there we go.
And now I'll finish this off with a little bit of our tomato mixture from Aunt Betty.
All right.
All right.
It looks so good.
Okay.
It looks really good.
So there's our base. Now here's a trick I want to teach you for making a brunch in a glass, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to take a little saran wrap.
Smells good.
Oh my goodness, I know. You want to try it?
Yes,
Here.
it smells good.
Here, give it a shot while I'm doing that. Okay, you're going to fold the saran wrap in half. You know saran wrap, it never cooperates when you need it to. But I'll do my best. I'm sorry, Will, I'm going too fast for you. And then I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. And here's the secret trick. You coming with me over here? I'm going to put it on top of the glass, and I'm going to use a rubber band. Okay. Now, why did I do this? Because it's going to kind of become the base for all of our skewers so they can stand up at attention, okay? So I'm going to let you do that on yours, okay?
Okay.
Poke a hole in it for your straw, okay? And now we're going to just start making our, brunch in a glass. I like to cut my sandwiches in triangles. I have no idea why. I must have read it in a magazine somewhere that it's a cool thing to do, so that's just what I do.
Okay.
And I'm going to just start skewering my brunch in a glass like that. Okay.
So cool.
All right.
Go, girl.
Here you go. You can start assembling and put your treats right on top however you want.
I'm after this meatball.
Do it. Don't be shy. Look at this pickled okra, sweet with a little heat. Wow. Yep, that's going to go well with my grilled cheese and bacon.
Come
How
on
you doing over there? You got it?
Out of there.
Okay.
And we just put it on top.
Yeah, you just put it on top. That's right. Now, as you kind of start to fill it in, it'll be standing up at attention. And it'll look Martha Stewart perfect. She'll be proud.
Come on, Martha. Come on, Snoop.
That's right. Let's invest in Sarge's pickles immediately.
Yes.
Oh. How's your dad?
Dad is doing great.
Okay.
We got big plans for 2023.
You do?
Oh, yes. We're coming with a cookbook.
Okay.
We're going to lean into a catering. We're getting a food truck.
You're getting a food truck?
Yeah, so we're going to do all things pickled.
Okay.
And so we're really excited about that. We're just really excited about the opportunity to be in business.
Yeah.
In such a climate where, business wasn't, everybody was really afraid, but it's just amazing how things work, especially here at home in Arkansas.
Oh, Sarita, we just can't get enough of Sarge's pickles, I'll tell you that. And a food truck now, I love it. Okay, well, maybe you're going to want to serve Bloody Marys next, because there you have it. That is Aunt Betty's Bloody Mary mix with brunch on top. Sarge's pickles for the win.
Yes.
How about that?
It's so
All right.
good.
You going to stick around and help me drink these?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Nice to see you, honey.
Nice to see you, too.
Love you very much. We are going to take you to a wonderland of inspiration. We'll visit the Innovation Hub here in Little Rock to check out Arkansas's first makerspace for woodworking, pottery, painting, and everything in between. Stick around. You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.